Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector, my fellow treasure hunters, coin lovers, and numismatic explorers from around the world. You've just tuned into the one place where pocket change can become pure gold, where every coin has a hidden tale, and where even the smallest piece of metal might be worth a life-changing fortune. That's right, you're watching the channel where history, mystery, and money come together in one shiny package. Now buckle up because today's episode is absolutely mind-blowing. We are diving deep into the heart of American coinage to reveal the jaw-dropping story behind a seemingly ordinary coin, the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime, also famously known as the one dime, coin of liberty. You may think it's just a 10-cent piece, something you toss into a vending machine or find at the bottom of your jeans pocket. But what if I told you that this very dime could be worth up to $366,000 today? Yes, you heard that right. $366,000 for a single coin that could be hiding in your change jar right now. Stick around because we're about to uncover the secrets behind this elusive coin, its roots in American history, the special circumstances that make the 1980 D edition so valuable, and exactly what collectors and experts look for when determining if you're holding a dime or a diamond in disguise. The history, the Roosevelt dime and its legacy. Let's rewind the clock for a moment. The dime has long been a symbol of American resilience, liberty, and leadership. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, just 1 year after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the man who led the United States through the Great Depression and the majority of World War II. His commitment to the March of Dimes, a campaign originally launched to combat polio, made him the perfect face for the 10-cent coin, replacing the Mercury Dime. The Roosevelt dime was designed by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. It features a bold profile of FDR on the obverse head side, symbolizing courage, progress, and strength. On the reverse tail side, you'll find a torch of liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch symbolizing strength, a trifecta of American values, encapsulated on one tiny piece of metal. Fast forward to 1980. And the world was changing. The U.S. was entering a new era of politics, economy, and technology. The Denver Mint, marked with the tiny D mintmark, was busy producing tens of millions of coins for circulation. Among them was the 1980 D. Roosevelt dime. At first glance, this dime may look like any other. But certain rare specimens struck that year have become incredibly valuable due to unique minting errors, superior strike quality, or nearly flawless condition. And that's where things get very, very exciting. Why this coin is worth $366,000, the value behind the dime. So how can a 1980 D. Roosevelt dime be worth $366,000? Let's break it down. While the face value of this coin is a mere 10 cents, the real value lies in rarity, condition, and collector demand. Among the millions of dimes struck in Denver in 1980, only a handful, yes, a tiny handful, have been discovered in pristine, uncirculated, mint state condition, often graded MS68 or higher by top certification services like PCGS or NGC. Even more valuable are the error coins, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchets. These anomalies are extremely rare and incredibly desirable to collectors, especially when preserved in high grades. A perfectly struck, uncirculated 1980 D. Roosevelt dime with rare error features and full original luster can fetch eye-watering prices at auction. In fact, one of these coins reportedly sold for a staggering $366,000, shocking both veteran collectors and casual coin enthusiasts. Imagine, a coin that could have once bought you a stick of gum, now fetching more than most people's annual salary. Circulation versus collectible value. Know the difference. Here's the twist. Most 1980 D. Roosevelt dimes are still only worth their face value, 10 cents, if they've been heavily circulated, scratched, worn down, or damaged. But the few coins that escaped handling, stayed in mint rolls, or were carefully preserved by collectors at the time, those are the true gems. To determine if you've got one of the valuable specimens, you'll want to look for mint condition with no wear, full torch details, full bands designation, perfect centering and sharp strike, no contact marks or scratches, unique error varieties. If your coin checks those boxes, You may be holding a treasure worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, chart increasing the current market and collector CRAs. In today's numismatic market, coins from the 1980s are getting a serious second look. Many collectors who grew up in that era are now adults with both nostalgia and buying power. Combine that with the explosion of coin collecting content online, and you've got a surge in demand for high-grade coins from the late 20th century. As of now, verified auction results confirm that some 1980 Roosevelt dimes have sold for as high as $366,000, especially when in superb condition and authenticated by a trusted grading service. The rarity, the error types, and the condition all play a massive role, and with new finds still being discovered, you could be the next person to uncover a small fortune in your coin collection or pocket change. Closing TASE. So before you spend that dime in the drive-thru, take a closer look. That tiny coin might be hiding a story, a legacy, and quite possibly, a six-figure payday, and that's why we're here, to bring you the stories behind the coins, to teach you how to spot value in the everyday, and to keep the hunt for hidden treasure alive. If you're as excited as I am about uncovering the secrets of American coinage, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and ring the bell so you never miss another deep dive into coin collecting gold. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a 1980 dime, or better yet, if you think you've got a valuable one in your hands. Until next time, keep looking, keep learning, and keep collecting. Because the next big discovery might just be in your pocket. We're talking about a tiny piece of metal, a coin that most people wouldn't look at twice. But for those who know what to look for, it's not just a dime, it's a jackpot. That's right. Today, we are uncovering the full story behind a coin that has stunned collectors, broken price records, and made everyday people into accidental millionaires, or at the very least, very lucky individuals. I am talking about none other than the 1997 Roosevelt dime, also known among collectors as the Liberty I dime, a coin that once was worth just 10 cents, but is now turning heads in the numismatic world with a jaw-dropping current market value of $213,000. Yes. You heard that right, $213,000 for a single dime. This is not a fantasy, folks. This is real. It's happened. And it could happen to you, if you know what to look for. So grab your magnifying glass, check your piggy banks, and go through that old jar of coins in the kitchen drawer, because today we're going to uncover everything, and I mean everything, you need to know about this extraordinary coin, how it came to be, why it's so rare, and most importantly, how you might just find one in your own collection. Now let's jump back in time, into the history books, into the heart of American minting tradition, and into the astonishing legacy of the 1997 Liberty I dime. Body, deep historical dive and rarity explanation. Let's begin where all great coin stories begin, with a bit of history. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American pocket change since 1946. It was introduced shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had served the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. The dime was redesigned to honor his legacy and long-standing commitment to the March of Dimes campaign, a crusade to eliminate polio. Now fast forward to 1997, a seemingly ordinary year in the numismatic world. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of dimes that year, literally hundreds of millions of them, with the familiar P Mint mark on the obverse side. Most of these coins were completely unremarkable. They did their job. They passed hands. They paid for coffee, vending machine snacks, and parking meters, but hidden among these countless coins was a tiny handful, perhaps even a single coin, that would become a modern-day legend. This wasn't due to a major minting error or a bizarre design experiment. No, the 1997 dime's value comes from a unique combination of extremely rare characteristics, near-perfect condition, and an astonishing discovery that stunned even the most seasoned coin experts. It's believed that a small batch, or possibly even a single coin, was struck using a proof die or a misaligned design template. Some suggest that the coin was part of a private collection or experimental run that accidentally slipped into circulation. Whatever the origin, the outcome is the same. This coin possesses nearly flawless detail, brilliant strike, and characteristics that make it one of a kind, and as with all rare items, the moment collectors got wind of it, the value skyrocketed. Value, condition, rarity, and market price explosion. Now, let's talk about the big question. How can a 10-cent coin be worth $213,000? The answer lies in the perfect storm of rarity, condition, and timing. The specimen that fetched that headline-grabbing price was graded at an exceptional level, what collectors call a mint state 68 full bands, MS68 FB, or higher. This grading is done by professional numismatic services and refers not only to the overall preservation of the coin, but also the sharpness of detail in the torch bands on the reverse, a key feature for Roosevelt dimes. A dime in this condition, from this specific year and mint, is so rare that only 1 or 2 examples have ever been discovered. It's like finding a 4-leaf clover in a field of grass. If 4-leaf clovers were made of silver and worth a small fortune, and when one such coin finally hit the auction block, collectors went wild. The final hammer price? A stunning $213,000. Yes, for a coin smaller than your thumb. Yes, for something you might easily mistake for change you'd use at a laundromat, but that's the magic of numismatics. That's the thrill of the hunt. That's why collectors, dealers, and dreamers are turning over every dime they can get their hands on. Literally, wrap up, the hunt begins. So what does this mean for you? It means the next time you get change at the grocery store, take a second look. That boring-looking dime might just be hiding secrets. It might just be a 1997 P. Roosevelt dime in perfect condition, your very own slice of hidden treasure, waiting to be discovered. And if you do find one? Well, my friend, you might just be looking at a payday worth more than a luxury car, a college education, or even a down payment on a house. That's the beauty of coin collecting. That's the thrill of the unexpected. And that's the story of the 1997 P. Liberty I dime, a coin born in silence, lost in the shuffle, and now reborn as a modern legend worth over $200,000. So keep searching. Keep flipping those coins. And as always, keep watching this channel, because we're bringing you more of the rarest, most valuable, and most fascinating coins the United States has ever produced. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping coin content, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Got a rare coin story? Drop it in the comments, I read every single one.